expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
The role of a woman in the society is to submit. Birth control are the pills of the devil. Education is so fundamental to the development of a people. I'm murderous. Simple as that. What am I voting for? Voting will change nothing.
Tout le monde haïtien, como yé. God save the Queen.
Freedom! 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, rock. We're gonna throw big rock. After dark, we're gonna throw a big rock. After dark today. Broadcasting live here at ILTV Studios here in Nassau, Bahamas, while simultaneously broadcasting live on radio, 105.3 FM, The Beat. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And of course, I'm a member of the local Catholic Christian community. Well, today I have an interesting piece of information for you. In the District of New Providence appeared before me Saturday morning a number of Negro males who petitioned me on behalf of convicted drug smuggler, Samuel 90 Knowles. They came to see me, and they said to me that Mr. Knowles languished in a prison, now in Florida, and that notwithstanding that he has made representation to the Free National Movement government, his letter has been ignored. And so they turned to me, and they said, Monker, don't you remember Sammy Knowles? He even went to John F. Kennedy when you were there. I said, of course I remember Samuel 90 Knowles. They said, he has sent some documents to you, and he's asked you to put his case to the Bahamian people. So today, here is an envelope. And then they said to me, Mr. Knowles would like to know if he can have your cell number. And I said to them, of course he can have my cell number. Tell Mr. Knowles my number is 434-5760. I have an envelope from Samuel 90 Knowles, who has currently been moved to the state of Florida, according to the Negro man who petitioned me on Saturday. So I'll be talking about Sammy Knowles' letter to see exactly where his letter was heading. And then, of course, it's a sad day in the country. We've had at least 2 Negro citizens who have been murdered, one of whom is a well-known bodybuilder. And then I'm going to look at Coco Key. But I saw the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram on Sunday. It was a powerful meeting, and Papa said some things to me. And Papa was concerned over the fact that I've been critical of Mr. Brent Simonet. And Papa wants to make sure. He says to me, I'm going to show you how it is done. He said, I want you to always check your information. And of course, in Papa's present was, guess who? The High Commissioner to Canada, Mr. Alvin Smith. And Papa had to leave early because Papa was off to fix some good homemade boiled fish. This is Freedom March, I'll even tell you about Bahama and what the tourists them are saying. So, lay back, my spiritual advisor has just arrived.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Praise the Lord. After a bloody weekend, I'm always happy to see my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll. Bradley, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you, Mr. Monker. Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here with you on Freedom March after a beautiful weekend for me, but a sad weekend for others.
Yeah, it was a bloody weekend.
Yeah.
Bloody, 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 bloody.
It's just interesting that the murder rate continues in the country.
Yes, it does, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm certain that after that long, should I say holiday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah, just two
2 days,
weekend days.
yeah, you must
the
have
Sabbath and the first day of the week.
you must have a wonderful piece of scripture for me.
Let me see.
Because
Mr.
my
Monker.
my people, the Negro people, you know, they're still shedding blood.
Let's see. Let me see what I can
What can
find
you find
here
for me?
Here we go. Matthew chapter 5. Let's read from verse number 21. Just a few quick verses. The words of Jesus Christ. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you should not murder. And whoever murders will be liable to judgment. But I say to you that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother will be liable to the council, and whoever says, you fool, will be liable to the hell fire.
Wow.
And so, if you're offering your gift at the altar and you remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First be reconciled to your brother and then come and offer your gift to your Almighty God.
My
Very
spiritual
powerful indeed.
advisor,
Very powerful.
it is a powerful,
Yeah.
powerful
Very
piece
powerful.
of scripture.
Absolutely.
I thank
Absolutely.
you for such a scripture, and may God continue to bless you.
And to continue to bless His holy word, which is extremely powerful.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
It's powerful. Well, folks, a couple of days ago, I made reference to Moscow being a party to Oban's. And I waxed that day. And about an hour later, I received a call from a distinguished Negro citizen, and he wanted to know from me, do you have evidence that Moscow is involved with Oban's? So I said, yeah, I have evidence, but I ain't got it. And the distinguished citizen said, so that's hearsay you talking. And I said to myself, wow, a distinguished citizen is saying it's hearsay. And then I called before me my colleagues, and I said to them, my colleagues, I know that I came across the document, but I cannot find it. I need evidence to show that Oban has publicly identified that Moscow and others are involved with this skullduggery. Well, today, while the question was put to me privately, today I shall publicly answer by producing the easily verifiable facts. I was forced to do it because on Sunday I had the distinct honor for Mr. Ingram, the former Prime Minister, to welcome me as usually when I show up on a blessed Sunday. Mr. Ingram is a very busy man, and I'm always humbled that he finds the time to accommodate me and to talk sense to me and provide me with wisdom and assist in pointing me in the right direction. And so, having heard what Mr. Ingram said about ensuring that whenever I say something, I can back it up, I now respond to the distinguished Negro gentleman who called me to find out if I have evidence. Mr. Distinguished Negro, I wish to refer you to the Nassau Guardian, dated Tuesday, March 6, 2018. This is how the Nassau Guardian looks. There it is. Now, I shall open the Nassau Guardian so that the world who is unaware of that question that was put to me quietly by the distinguished Negro citizen. I now turn to the middle of the Nassau Guardian at page A17. No, A7. Let me repeat it again. I now turn to the middle of the Nassau Guardian, dated Tuesday, March 6, 2018, page A7. And the caption is, "A Tide of Opportunity Rising for Grand Bahama." I now open page A7. There I have it marked in pink. And I'm going to read it. Because let the truth prevail, and let the truth be like a mighty, mighty river just flowing to the sea. And so I go
To the sixth paragraph.
to the sixth paragraph. I thank you, my spiritual advisor, and I shall read. To use a good Bahamian term, you never mind the noise in the market, you mind the price of the fish. That's what we are doing, making time to build strong and build to last. The Bahamianization process has begun at ground level through forging partnership with Bahamian companies, which have gained highest respect for their expertise and probity. Among the companies already engaged for coastal and other environmental processes, construction and so on are Caribbean Coaster, Island by Design, Moscow, ETS Bahamas. And that's the full stop. And it goes on further. When you call company names like these and names of individuals such as Carlos Palacios and Keith Bishop in the Bahamas, Oban's president continued, we are employing local talent straight through, engaging local suppliers and creating housing which provides for long-term and sustainable economic benefits, Satpal Dana said. So today, I produce the evidence that the distinguished Negro businessman called me, challenging me if I have the evidence. Mr. Distinguished Negro gentleman, here is the Nassau Guardian. It has the information. Oh, it is so great when you can find the
facts.
evidence. The
Yes,
facts.
yes.
So this is powerful, and I now table this Guardian. I shall call this
Exhibit 1.
Exhibit Moscow. Got piece of the action. Huh. And I shall now seal this document and send it to the distinguished Negro gentleman. I shall seal it. So this is powerful, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely, Mr. Monica.
Do you wish to comment?
No.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Well, my spiritual advisor, before I go to other pressing issues, like the crime situation, I now wish to refer to Mr. Samuel 90 Nose, a Bahamian citizen who has been extradited to the United States, who sent a delegation in search of me, and they did find me, and they asked me if I would hear their petition. And I said, of course I will hear your petition. What is your petition? And they complained, and they said to me that Mr. Samuel 90 Nose, the Bahamian citizen who was extradited to the United States for drug smuggling, who's been convicted and has been sentenced to many, many years. And you would recall that the Americans had him far out in the States. They now told me that Mr. Knowles is closer home, meaning closer home to the Bahamas, and that he is in a prison somewhere in the state of Florida. And they provided me with this envelope. And I'm going to open the envelope so that I may examine the documents and live up to my promise to the Negro delegation who asked me to put the case. I'm looking at a letter signed Samuel Knowles, and the letter is dated January 22nd, 2018. Okay? So, I shall read the letter to you. This is the letter delivered to me by a delegation from Mr. Samuel 90 Knowles on Saturday morning. So I shall read it. It goes like this. Samuel Knowles, 76902-004, FCI, Coleman Complex, Low, P.O. Box 1031, Coleman, Florida, 33521-1031. In reference, Samuel Knowles' extradition proceeding, to whom it may concern, please find a courtesy copy of a letter and attachments addressed to the Right Honorable Hubert Minnis regarding my illegally extradition to United States of America. That was a clear violation of the Bahamas Treaty. Any questions concerning this matter, I ask that you address them to Mr. Minnis. With kindest regard, I am illegally. Also, the former United States Ambassador, Mr. John Rood, had a meeting with Fred Mitchell about my extradition prior to the signing of the surrender order, being, in bracket, illegal, close bracket, signed. Mr. Mitchell was well aware that Justice Janie Thompson and Justice Hugh Small were the justices who signed those orders. At this time, Mr. Minnis, I kindly request that you investigate all the attached documents with this letter and use your power to correct this illegal kidnapping and slavery that I am experiencing here in the United States Federal Prison. With warm and personal regards, I am cordially Samuel Knowles, and it refers to enclosure SF-file. And here are a series of documents that were attached to the letter. We are breaking it first here on Freedom March. And so, attachment. Commonwealth of the Bahamas in the Supreme Court, 204, and it's 0011. Another petition, United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, and that's another document. And then, of course, United States District Court, Southern District of Florida, Miami Division, case number 00-425-CR-JIC. And this was filed by the defendant Samuel Knowles against the this was filed by the United States of America. The United States of America is the plaintiff versus Samuel Knowles, the defendant. Miami, Florida, August 31st, 2006. Pages 1 to 7. This is the documents here delivered to me by a number of Negro citizens on behalf of a Bahamian citizen who is imprisoned in the United States. And he wrote the Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis. Dr. Minnis, any citizen anywhere in the world who is in a prison, and if he petitions the government has a responsibility through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to acknowledge receipt of the letter and to assist the citizen in any lawful and democratic manner. I think it is terrible that, according to the delegation, that the F&M government has not acknowledged receipt of the letter. There's nothing to be afraid of. Samuel Knowles is a Bahamian citizen, and he has a right, as long as he's alive, to petition the Bahamas government to see if they can assist them in any manner by which he can lawfully be released from the prison. To the delegation of Mr. Samuel Knowles, I have begun this morning to read all of the documents which was delivered to me on Saturday. I need to study it more intensively. And then after I would have studied it, I would need to go to the Supreme Court registry to look at other documents that are filed. Tell Samuel Knowles that I have read his letter and that I promise nationally I will review all of these documents and I shall return to the issue once I would have properly read and understood. So, my spiritual advisor, a delegation from Samuel Knowles, found me. I am the justice of the peace for all the people them, and it is my duty on Freedom March to raise issues of the citizenry. This is Freedom March. Samuel Knowles has sent these documents to me from the state of Florida and has requested my cell number, and I have provided it. I'll be right back after the break.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. Expressed by Rodney Monker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on 105.3 FM, The Beat. We are also on TV, Island Luck TV. So, we welcome you. My name is Rodney Monker. My spiritual advisor is Bradley Rule. Bradley, all is well?
Absolutely, Mr. Monker.
This is
absolutely
powerful. This is powerful. This is powerful. Well, over the weekend, I work at Bahama. Would you believe it? I believe it was either Saturday or Sunday. The days are moving swiftly. Bahama, I think for the first part of the morning, had approximately 600 checkouts. Listen to me. The taxi drivers, they had a wonderful day just working and working. Of course, I didn't catch any of it because on my way to work, I run into 90 delegation, and I had to listen to what they say because these are men I know. We all went to John F. Kennedy Secondary High School and C.C. Sweeting, so I know them very well, and so I had to meet with them. But the cab drivers, they had a wonderful, wonderful time because Bahama seems to have been packed, you hear me, rimmed right over with the tourist dam. That is true. You hear me? And so it means that the PLP has scored a major political touchdown because the FNM didn't want it to work. But by grab, it is working. Now, what I've been doing what I call scientific polling. Every tourist who jumps in my taxi, I question them. What do you think about the resort? What do you think about the services? And so forth. And the tourists them tell me things. And I write them things down because I need to know. All right? It was interesting to note that I had 4 tourists. 3 tourist men and 1 tourist woman. It was Sunday. We had a wonderful time. These tourists them from America. And I'm getting suspicious that the Americans are not saying anything negative about Bahama. So I must assume that what they're saying is true. Because even as they praise Bahama, they also point out to me certain inefficiency, or perhaps a better adjective would be certain deficiency. I was happy to have drove that particular set of Americans because we got into nice political conversation and chat. And as we drove along West Bay Street, heading towards Nassau Street, by then, we got into gender equality. And I said to the American, 1 white woman American and 3 white man American. I say, you see them people over there? I say, you see all them women there? I am their leader. And the American said, what you mean by that? I said, listen, I'm leader of the woman then. I said, I'm going to show you. And I screwed on the glass. And I told the white Americans, I want you to look at my Negro people. And I said, woman, behold your leader. And listen to me. The Americans couldn't believe it. And I shouted to them, tell these tourists that you have rejected gender equality. And listen to me, it was wonderful. You hear me? As the woman them did not let me down. And I drove slowly because they were lined up in anticipation that the Church of God of Prophecy would be marching to Zion, or should I say, to Long Wharf, to do the baptismal, the annual baptism. And it was beautiful, as the Bahamian woman never let me down. And I told the Americans, I said, listen here, you see these people here? They're very educated, and if they are allowed to vote in a referendum, we will defeat gender equality. I said, that woman there, all they love to do is submit to man. And the Americans was with me. He said he was concerned as a Christian that the devil was loose in America. And I told him the devil was loose here, but we're going to stone Satan. I told him, you see all that conch shell over there? We're going to take the conch shell and we're going to lick the devil. We're going to throw a rock at them. So it was a wonderful, wonderful day as I slowly drove the tourists down, heading towards Bay Street. But unfortunately, by the time we took the curve, by the point, the police redirected the traffic, and I said to the tourists then, listen, y'all gonna have to drop off right here, but just keep following the contour until you get onto Main Bay Street. And when the tourists then realized that they were driving with the leader of the woman there. Man, they give me all kind of tip. The white Americans gave me all kind of tip. They said they've never seen nothing as phenomenal as that. I said, all them women with me. I am their leader, and they love me. And I'm leading them positively against those who wish to impose on us a strange philosophy and a strange teaching. And then in the crowd, I recognize a particular Negro woman. She's a saved woman. And I said to the white man, I said, watch this. I said to her, what woman Mama say we must not listen to? And she shouted, Mama said don't listen to Sandra Day and Patterson. And I salute her. She said, Mama said don't listen to, what the communist woman name? Marion Barrett. And listen, that woman throw all. I say, listen, these are the people here who has rejected a bull skate that is being pushed upon us. And I said, these are the women of courage. These are the women who's willing to submit to man leadership. So my spiritual advisor, that was powerful.
Yeah, so you're caught up in almost the third heavens, eh?
Listen, it was powerful. It was powerful. But having given that to you, let's go back to Bahama. Those same set of Americans told me that they had a shock of their life. They said, Bahama is so crowded that they ran out of peanut colada. I said, I almost back up. I said, they ran out of peanut colada?
What's that?
They ran out of peanut colada.
I think it's pina colada, man.
Okay, my spiritual advisor.
P-I-N-A, not
I said, I'm shocked. They said, can you imagine that we are in the islands and Bahama ran out? So Bahama served thousands of peanut colada. And then I said to him, is there anything else that you are aware of that Bahama ran out of? They said they ran out of Shawnee, not Shawnee. What they ran out of? They ran out of, goodness of mercy, where is it? Because I was so shocked, my spiritual advisor, when they told me that Bahama ran out of Chardonnay. Chardonnay? Is that?
Chardonnay? What's that? Is it champagne or?
I don't know what the heck it was. All pina colada, Chardonnay, and things like that.
Okay.
Come Bahama, I know you were overbooked. Because when the tourists told me that, I complained. I said, listen, I can understand what you're talking about, because when I was a member of the Senate and I went to the official opening, Bahama did not have my favorite drink. What is my favorite
What was that?
drink?
That was apple cider.
Apple cider. And the white American tourist said, you can't understand it. You said, you mean to tell me they didn't have apple cider? I said, no, they didn't have apple cider. So Bahama is doing very, very well.
That's good, man. That's good.
But there are some legitimate complaints. Too many tourists are telling me that when they push the hair dryer in the socket, the lights start blinking. But when he told me that, I immediately cursed out the Chinese. I said, some Chinese bad electrician. And obviously the Ministry of Works didn't do a good job in terms of inspecting. So it was wonderful. They also complained about the menu. And they complain that it appears, save that of the seafood restaurant and perhaps the Japanese restaurant, save those two, everybody seems to have almost an identical kind of menu. But the tourists told me a lot of things, and it was exciting. So that is the report, that Bahama is emerging as a success story in terms of its ability to attract good quality tourists there. And cab drivers, doing a secret poll that I've done of them, they tell me how wonderful it is. So Bahama is injecting should I put it this way, a sweet piece of activity into the Bahamian economy. So my spiritual advisor.
This is good news, man.
It's good news.
I mean, you can tell that Bahama was deemed for success, you know, and understanding the fight of one of the previous owners, I think he envisioned that. And I can understand why he wanted it back. It's going to be an extremely successful venture, by and large.
Yeah.
By and large.
That is true, my spiritual advisor.
By and large.
It's a wonderful story.
And of course, its proximity to the international airport puts it at a very good position.
Yeah.
For a stop.
Yeah.
You know.
It's powerful.
So it is what it is.
And then, of course, they said to me that they've seen a bee of activity in the casino. And they seems to be impressed
Casino's buzzing.
with the size of
It's beautiful.
the casino.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's a good news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you realize that those restaurants, a lot of those restaurants in Bahama are run by private owners.
Okay.
You realize that, right? They have
Well,
different
I don't
brands in there.
know. I don't know what they do.
You can't blame the brand for the inconsistency as relates to either service or products in the restaurants.
Okay.
All of those restaurants are run by private individuals.
So you mean to tell me they all got together and selected the same menu?
I don't know.
That's what the white people tell me.
Maybe they knew that they were going to be attracting a certain product or certain clients to come to the hotel, and I guess that's one of the reasons why they're consistent with their menu. But I know there is a particular restaurant that has like a Greek flavor menu, so it's a little bit different from the regular American kind of menu thing,
Well, they told me the only restaurant that did not share an identical menu was seafood. Whatever that is, seafood and...
Seafood what, sushi?
I don't know what it is. They told me it's the seafood restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And then they said the Japanese restaurant. Said, but the rest of the restaurant, them,
got the same menu.
they all got like the same menu.
Yeah.
That's what they told me.
That's interesting.
So I listened to them, and I thought it was wonderful, the interaction. I want to salute the women who lined West Bay Street and who saluted me and gave me a triumphant welcome in the presence of the tourists them from America, as we demonstrate to the tourists that if there is no foreign interference with us, we would freely go to a poll and reject the bull skate. And the woman them treat me so well. I thank God for the woman them, and I shall continue to keep you free and to keep you in submission to the man in your life. Remember what my philosophy is. If it's a no good man, then you can divorce him. Well, having said that, murder in the country. Marvin James brag how last year this time the murder was higher than what it is. So I got something for Marvin. Marvin, last year this time, Paul Melbourne was alive. The prison officer last year this time was alive. And the other Negroes who was shot last year this time, to the best of my knowledge, they were not shot. So you see, this year, this time, it's worse. And that's what I want him to know. Because Paul Melbourne, a 70-year-old Negro bodybuilder, is among the Negroes who died over the weekend. And I want these murders to stop. And I call on the woman them. No matter how you may feel in your relationship, it is against the law to commit murder. You are not to murder man, woman, or child. All right? I know these are trying times when the devil is tempting people. But that is not an excuse to commit murder. And we all have a duty to control our anger and to walk away because it is sad. So let's see what the Negro sports reporter Brent Stubbs and his Negro assistant Rashad Roll, both of whom works for the Tribune. They report together. Paul Melbourne, a 70-year-old man known for his athletic versatility, was killed Saturday at his home on McKinney Drive off Carmichael Road after arguing with a woman. When officers arrived at the scene, they found him with stab wounds about his body. He was taken to the hospital by emergency medical services personnel, but was later pronounced dead. Police believe Melbourne got into an argument with a woman, then was stabbed. A woman has since been taken into custody and is assisting police with their investigation. The Bahamas Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation and the Bahamas Powerlifting Federation are mourning Melbourne's death. Longtime close friend Raymond Tucker, who traveled with him to compete in international arenas, said the death represented a tremendous loss because Melbourne served as a mentor, transferring his knowledge to numerous competitors and serving as a personal trainer at Better Bodies before his death. Paul Melbourne was among the lists of Kermit Forbes, Jeremy Knowles, and Della Thomas, who were among the first competitors to win medals for the Bahamas at the Central American and Caribbean Championships. Mr. Stucker said, Paul then went on to become the first Bahamian to win the gold for men when he won the Masters and the Bantamweight divisions at the same time. I started competing before Paul, but he came after me, and with the knowledge he gained from Dr. Norman Gay, he went on to excel further than me. But what I liked about him was the fact that he passed a lot of that on to others. I remember a lot of times we were in front of the mirror, posing and working on our routine. We ate a lot out of the same pot as we did our dieting together. Melbourne was also an accomplished entertainer who took pride in singing the national anthem at the start of many of the Federation's bodybuilding and powerlifting shows. He also played the drum as part of groups that perform for some top musicians in nightclubs. His musical talents were a big part of his church life as well. It's a big loss because he was one time the pioneering supervisors at the Gold's Gym, and he trained many people, Mr. Tucker said. BBPF President Joel Stubbs said he first met Melbourne when they competed in power lifting. He was the best lifter in his category for the bench press, squat, and deadlifts, and he competed against competitors like John Mills. He then ventured into bodybuilding, and while training in total fitness, he told Mr. Stubbs of his determination to get a medal in the CAC. Well, Paul Melbourne, he's dead at age 50, at age 70,
okay.
And a Negro female is in police custody. What a sad and tragic day. What a sad and tragic day. My spiritual advisor, certainly you would want to comment
Professor
on
Mark,
this tragedy.
right now there's no comment, only that I understand this has something to do with some kind of domestic violence, I understand?
Yeah.
He was known to this female, was he?
I got the impression that they are both known to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once again, we don't seem to find a way to deal with our conflict resolutions. I mean, that's one of the saddest issues in this country, Mr. Matka. one loss of life is just too many lives lost in this country. So he was murder number 23.
Are we still counting? And then, of course,
there's another murder.
The overseer. There was an overseer.
An overseer?
Yeah.
From the prison?
From the prison.
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
yeah,
they
I think I saw
were
it on Friday.
through one corner, a number of Negro men gathered in the road, and a Negro thug entered the street, and he just shot at random. And when it was all over, the overseer
was
lay dead, and the other two Negro males were severely wounded. It's a tragedy, eh?
Absolutely.
A tragedy. And meanwhile, no one in political authority has been bold and daring to take to the streets, the highways, the communities, and to say to our people, it must stop. It's just amazing. It is tragic. It is a tragedy.
The murder, the prison overseer murder. When did that happen?
Apparently it happened on the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that must have been Friday because I don't see it in today's newspaper.
Yeah, it's in the newspaper.
It's in the newspaper? Yeah, really?
It is.
Okay.
Look in the Guardian or the Tribune, but it is there.
In the paper?
My spiritual advisor. When I come back, I want to deal with what the Minister of Finance, Deputy Prime Minister Peter Turnquest, is telling the press. Because on Sunday, when I was blessed to see the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram, I asked Mr. Ingram, what did the Bahamas do that forced us to be placed on the European Union's blacklist? And Papa is an interesting man, as he educated me, and he told me how in November of last year, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister responsible for financial services had gone to a meeting of the European Union, and there were certain demands made of them, and they made a promise to do certain things. And would you believe they didn't do it? They did the opposite. And among the things that Mr. Ingram taught me on Sunday was that there was a commitment by the Bahamas government to have a high-level politician confirm in writing that the Bahamas would have done a certain thing. And the next thing we know, an incompetent FNM got a man who's not even saved, a man who's not a high-class politician. What's his name? What the Johnson man name? Who's the acting financial secretary? What's his name?
Is that Ellsworth Johnson?
Not Ellsworth, man. Not Ellsworth. Ellsworth is the state minister.
Minister of Legal Affairs.
Can you remember his name?
No.
You have to remember
Marlon
him.
Johnson.
Marlon Johnson.
Marlon Johnson.
Marlon is saved. Marlon is sanctified. Marlon don't believe in God. I've been so upset since the FNM put him in such a powerful position. And the man don't believe in God. Can you imagine if anything go wrong in the finance ministry? If Marlon was to grab some money and run off, I wouldn't be surprised. Because Marlon is not saved. And Marlon is not sanctified. But I know he wouldn't do it. Because I see him at our Waukee. And he know I'll curse him out. So Marlon wouldn't do anything unlawful. But if he does, I won't be surprised. Because Marlon will believe in God. Marlon, why? A Negro man like you, who was born in the Bahamas, among all these saved people, why have you rejected God? And then you sign on behalf of the Bahamas and you'll insult the European Union. This is Freedom March. I saw Papa on Sunday. Papa was in fine shape. Papa is a happy, happy man. I'll be right back after the break. Hold on. I'm coming.
Freedom March with Rodney Monker will be right back after this. Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
The Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. I keep forgetting, we have the nation's newest radio station. My spiritual advisor, what our radio station name?
It's 105.3 The Beat.
Is that our radio station?
It's not my radio station.
Well, it's my radio station.
But I think
Our
it
radio
belongs
station.
to ILTV as well.
Yeah, it's our radio station.
105.3.
If you don't
The
treat
Beat.
it as our radio station, we can break up the man equipment.
Yeah, well, you can't do that.
So let's
Clock is
pretend
not
it
advancing.
is our radio station.
Check the
Folks, I welcome you. And today is the birthday of George Wilson. George Wilson, happy birthday. George Wilson used to be my teacher, you know, when I was a student at C.C. Sweeting. And in 1972, the first time I ever heard a word, the word reject, George Wilson told us that in class. He said, you see all of y'all here? Pending send all of y'all here because y'all are Bahamians reject. And when he said reject, it sounded like a bad word. And I grabbed a dictionary. And when I saw what the meaning of the word reject, I closed George Wilson class down. And Mary Knapp had to come and send George to apologize to us. I didn't use the Skylark, but he's a good man. My teacher. And the thing about it is he was able to maintain law and order in school because he dressed in such a sophisticated manner that everybody used to say that George Wilson was the man. And by that definition meant that he was working for the Criminal Investigation Department. So we all thought he was the CID. When George came, with his pants, or should I say his shirt, properly tucked in his pants and his necktie, we said he was the police. And he was a disciplinarian, a good man. George Wilson, happy birthday. And then, of course, I want to salute Flo. Would you believe it? I happened to be in a restaurant this morning when I was just about to pay for my breakfast, when a fair-skinned, charming woman hugged me from behind the vase and planted a kiss on my right cheek. And she said, I am one of the women, damn, and you are my leader. I am paying for your breakfast. Wasn't God wonderful? She paid for my breakfast. And then she said, listen, you think I am one of the women, damn. My mother, Dorothy Brown, she is one of the women, damn. And Mom wants you to come for dinner. And I said to her, you tell your mother, Mrs. Brown, whenever she is ready, I shall come for dinner. Lord Jesus, I thank you that around the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, there are thousands of women who are hearing the message of political deliverance, the message that we are being poisoned by foreign propaganda designed to destroy the Negro family. And Lord, I thank you that there are thousands of women from every sphere of our society, the doctors, the lawyers, the intellectuals, the ordinary woman citizen who has accepted my leadership and has decided that they will reject gender equality, that they will reject the very concept of marital rape. Lord, I thank you. I thank you that there are thousands of women who believes in the Bahamian man. And Lord, I thank you that there are thousands of Bahamian men who understand the responsibility of taking care of the woman them and the children them and to building strong families and good communities. Isn't it powerful? Isn't it powerful, my spiritual advisor?
Absolutely, Mr. Monter.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Absolutely.
Because my spiritual advisor was concerned about the prison overseer, I think I'll read that article, which came, I think, from the Nassau Guardian. It goes like this. 2 men are dead following 2 separate incidents over the weekend. One, a triple shooting, and the other, a stabbing, police said. The first incident occurred shortly before 10 p.m. on Friday at Tufa Close off Cotto Avenue. Police said several men were standing near the street when they were approached by gunmen who fired shots into the crowd, resulting in 3 men being shot. The victims were transported to hospital, where one of the men died and the other 2 were listed in serious condition. Police are appealing to the public for any information in this matter. The second incident took place shortly before 11 a.m. on Saturday on McKinney Drive off Carmichael Road. According to reports, a man was at home when he got into an argument with a woman, resulting in him being stabbed. The man was transported to hospital where he died, police said. And of course, my spiritual advisor, that murdered victim, in the shooting, was an overseer.
A prison overseer.
A prison overseer. So it's sad, it is tragic, and we extend our sincere sympathies to loved ones, families, and friends of the deceased men. It's a very tragic situation. Well, we are aware that the Bahamas was placed on a blacklist by the European Union. And it came about because the government, meaning the Free National Movement, was grossly insulting and irresponsible. They were told in advance. They were told. They were asked by the European Union. They want a high-level politician. You don't think ministers know what a high-level politician is? You mean to tell me Peter Turnquest, who's the Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister of Finance, he doesn't know what is a high-level politician? My God, Brent Simonet, who Papa wants me to be cautious with. You mean to tell me Brent does not know what is a high-level politician? You mean to tell me that those men did not know that Marlon Johnson is not a politician? They might have been confused because there are lots of political rumor that Marlon may have helped the FNM to come to power. So they may be confused. But certainly, Marlon is not a representative of the people. And the Europeans say we want a high politician. Well, high politician mean ministers. Peter Turnquest, Brent Simonet, somebody in the cabinet, somebody who has political sway. Somebody, when you see their signature, you know that there is sincerity and that there is a genuine political commitment to living up to what the government puts its signature to. But they didn't do it. They were contemptuous. They don't seem to realize that the Bahamas is a bump on the backside of the world. That was not an original idea. I read that about 38 years ago, when the late Sir Etienne Dupuche, a contributing editor of the Tribune, he wrote that. And I'm only quoting what I read. So I didn't come up with that. Sir Etienne said that. And I'm only repeating what Sir Etienne says. So when we are negotiating in a global world where the Bahamas is a bump on the backside of the world, you have to be cautious, you have to be shrewd, you have to be wise. And these men are not wise. They are otherwise, but they're not wise. Because if they were, they would have recognized that we are a small nation and we have to be clever in how we negotiate. So those Negroes decided that they will ignore superpowers, and so they were put on the black list. And Mr. Ingram reminded me. He said, Peter Turnquest and Brent Simonet, who just been to Europe, were the same representatives of the government who went to Europe last year when the commitment was made. So they know better. You see, they know better. But I don't know if it's arrogance. Should I say it's arrogance? Or should I say it was plain stupidity? Papa, I'm sorry. I had to say that. Papa, I'm sorry I had to say that. But was it stupidity? I say it was arrogantly stupid. Or stupidly arrogant. Huh? So then they caused us to be put on Europe's black list. Don't forget who we are, you know. We're a Negro country. These are powerful people. All right? They had Negroes in slavery for over 400 or 500 years. And we have not recovered yet. We are still in slavery. And we can only maintain our freedom and our dignity if we are smart and continue to serve the God of the holy people of holy Israel, Jehovah. All right? Anyway, they just get me upset. When I walk into the studio, it was so nice and cool. I was so happy. I had this coat that the woman buy for me to put on. Now I'm feeling hot. I don't know what's going on. Why am I feeling hot, my spiritual advisor? It's getting hot in here.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
You feel cool?
Yeah, man.
I feel hot.
Probably just need to take off that jacket.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, but
I'm feeling hot in here.
Oh, Lord.
How that sound go?
I don't know. It's a worldly song, Mr.
You don't get it worldly sound?
No,
This is
in particular
I'm
that
feeling hot in here. Take off my clothes. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling hot in here. I think I'm going to take off my
But the
jacket.
temperature is
Oh, I
fine.
can't take this off. They got me hooked up on this side.
Oh, okay. I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
I think Sabat should get us something that is wireless.
It's fine, though. You're probably just going through some
What do you think I'm going
things.
through?
He's 61, so you may be going through some things, eh?
Like what?
I don't know.
At 61, what could I possibly go through?
Hot flashes?
Hot flashes. You think so?
I don't know. I'm just
Mans
saying.
have hot flash?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Really? There's no hot flash, boy. No. Folks, the Anglican Church on Saturday, the Roman Catholic Church had something out east. I think it's called Corner. I can't pronounce it yet. I'm learning these wonderful words in the church. Guess who was there? Father James Palacios. Him and Mother Palacios. I wasn't there, but I'm told that Father James Palacios, he sang his heart out. Isn't that wonderful? Father, you should leave the Anglican Church now and return to the Catholic Church. So I got some Catholic tickets because don't forget Easter is drawing there and they would like the public to sponsor it. And then they have raffle. All right? Some of the raffle tickets are being sold at Virgo Car Rental on Camp Road. And the others is at Super Value on Saturday in Cable Beach. So you'll need to go and buy some of them tickets to help the Anglican Church. It is the 8th St. James Anglican Parish. That's in Adelaide. So I'm going to give you one or two questions because I have four,
4.
help me count, my spiritual advisor.
6.
6, 8, 9.
You still only 6 was Monica?
Huh?
You still, when is this for anyhow?
This is for the 2nd of April.
Oh, okay, so you still got time.
So I still have time.
Yeah.
Right?
2 more weeks, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question. The question is, when did the European Union put the Bahamas on the blacklist? Tell me when and call me. Okay? So the first person who calls get 2 if they have the answer correct. And the first person who texts us get 2. And the first person on Facebook who give us the right answer get to my spiritual advisor.
I got a biblical question.
No. You wait on that question. No biblical
What question?
question today.
Why can't I give?
We're not going to argue, are we?
Why can't I give a biblical question, man? Come on, this thing should be fair.
You'll get a biblical question
You
after
subnuts.
they answer that one.
All right, so give me this.
When did Europe put the Bahamas on the blacklist? Open the phone and don't call me on my cell.
Yeah, don't
Text.
Yeah, don't call on text line either, because somebody's calling on the text line.
Facebook, and call the show. How that sound?
Yeah, I asked the producer to
The
put
phone
the numbers
on?
up. Put the numbers up for.
And put the numbers up.
Okay.
Okay? This is powerful.
Somebody's there?
Say it again.
Is somebody there?
Somebody on the phone?
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the number to call is 323-7775. That's 323-7775. The toll-free number is 242-300-0045. That's 242-300-0045. The WhatsApp number is 357-7469. Those numbers are flashing on the screen. What's the question, Mr. Monica?
The question is, when did the European Union
Place the
Bahamas
on the blacklist.
on the blacklist? When did it happen? Call us, text us, Facebook us. Voice caller, voice text, voice Facebook. Caller, welcome to Freedom Match. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Bunker.
Sir,
How you doing, sir?
I am fine.
It was Monday. Monday they put us on the blacklist.
What date was Monday?
Oh Lord, Monday.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact date,
Well,
but I know it was Monday. They put us on the blacklist.
Well, you have to tell me what Monday date was, because there are so many Mondays.
Hold on.
He didn't give a date?
He didn't give a date. He just said
Man,
Monday.
I calling from Andres now, Mr. Bunker. What do you mean?
You from Andres?
Yeah.
Oh, Andres, my Andres. I
Wait,
love
let's
thee
count,
like no other
Monday was
knows.
what?
How much time are you going to give
Oh.
him to answer the question? Do you have other people who are on the line?
Listen, I'm going to count to 5, and if you don't give me the answer, my...
Okay. Give you the answer. I give you the answer right now.
Okay, 1, 2,
Monday.
3.
Monday was
4.
the 19th.
You lose.
The 19th.
You're wrong. Today is the 19th. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to Freedom Match.
Oh, yes, today is the 19th.
Hello.
Hello.
You have an answer for me? And check.
The 14th of March.
The 14th of March? You're
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh,
Next
let me
caller.
check the WhatsApp.
Hello. Anybody got this answer?
Heather McPhee Bain says March the 12th,
Hello?
2018.
He's wrong.
Hello, can
Heather
you hear me?
McPhee.
I can hear you.
Okay.
And right his
Could you
answer.
hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Speak to me.
You can.
I could hear you. I could hear you.
Okay. The 11th. The 11th.
The 11th. No, you're wrong. Next caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Mudge. How are you?
Listen, I am as happy can be. How are you?
It's good to see you. Look very, very nice, my dear.
Do I look safe?
Yes. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thanks, and you. I'm one of the women there.
Oh, praise the Lord.
And I'm calling to say that it was on the 15th of March.
Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. You were wrong.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have
welcome,
we have a
sweet.
text. My name is.
Don't give me the answer for people to hear it. Just write it and show it to me, and
Okay.
then I'll confirm it. Hello. Welcome
Sorry.
to Freedom Match. Yes. Yes. Go behind the camera. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Speak up.
Yes, it's 5th of March.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You have it wrong. Anybody else? Hello? Hello? Anybody else?
Hello?
That's wrong.
Let's go on. Okay.
Yes?
Hello?
Yes?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my
Did
dear.
you say the 13th of March?
No, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Come on, my people.
Hi, Mr. Monica.
Yes, my love.
Is it March 9th?
March the 9th. You are correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And hold on, don't
Hold
hang
on.
up.
Don't hang up. So they get your name and number.
Okay.
All right. Get her name and number.
Don't call the cell phone, please. Don't call 357-7469, please.
Okay.
Call 323-7775.
So nobody has that, right?
No.
Am I
no.
correct?
Yeah, nobody has it here.
Okay, and nobody texted to you, right? So I'll give another one.
No. Sorry, what was the actual date?
Goodness, it was the 9th.
God, these people
folks,
calling this phone.
One more question for you.
Somebody on the text line has it.
Yeah? How long ago that was there?
This came in at 5:21 p.m.
Okay, so they win as well.
Okay.
Write their number down.
Okay,
The next question that I have for you is simply this. What date did Satpal Dunham publish the ad in the Nassau Guardian? Satpal Dunham. You remember that ad? Where he told us not to mind the noise in the market, just watch the price of the fish. What date was that? Text me, call me, put it on Facebook, and let knowledge reign. Anybody call? Hello?
Let's
Nobody?
see.
Nobody on the phone? Goodness of mercy, my spiritual
How many
advisor.
people are you going to be awarding those tickets to for the
Listen.
first question? 2?
Just those two persons.
Okay.
The person that
All
you
right.
found
Good.
and this person
Okay.
on the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. on the 12th.
You said on the 12th.
Yes, sir.
You're wrong. I'm sorry.
Around?
Yeah.
These are the answers for the second question, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Remember.
12th wrong.
Say it again? Yeah, the 12th was the round date.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello?
Somebody text your phone.
Somebody text this?
Yeah.
Really? Hello? When did...
Hello?
Yes? When was it?
March 8th.
Goodness me, you're wrong. Sorry. Yeah. You have to text me. Okay? You have to text me.
And what's the question again now?
What date did the Nassau Guardian publish the ad? Give me the people then. Hello?
Hi.
Yes?
Is it Monday the 5th?
Say that again?
Monday the 5th of March?
Spell that word because I can't make it out.
Monday, March 5th.
Spell the date.
F-I-F-T-H, the 5th.
No, you're wrong. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Hello? Anybody else? Because I told y'all, I read it. I was responding to a distinguished Negro gentleman who questioned. All right? And I had to produce the evidence. What date was it that the Nassau Guardian carried the ad from Satpal Dunham, the wicked president of Oban? Hello? Are you there?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
How you doing?
I am fine.
Good. I would like to send a birthday request to Lauren E. Gibson
Okay.
A birthday request?
and Church, yes.
Okay.
Or birthday shout out?
Happy
A
birthday.
shout or whatever.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah. And Churchill and Ramsey.
Okay.
They're both of them are Nassau, and that's from them.
Okay. Tell them happy birthday.
From her mom, Lenore Gibson, and her aunts and the whole family.
This is powerful. Now tell them
Yeah,
happy
man.
birthday.
Yeah, man. You take care and you enjoy.
Okay.
All right.
Happy birthday, girls, from your mom.
Hang up.
Anybody could tell me when the ad was posted in the Nassau Guardian? Nobody?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it the 19th of February?
No. 19th of February is when they commit fraud.
Oh, wow.
No, Anyway, so sorry about that. Anybody else? Do I have anybody else to answer this?
Call
When-
323-7775. 323-7775.
Yes? Hello? Yes?
Is it the 13th of March?
No, I'm so sorry.
Let me see if anybody texts it here.
Hello? Anybody can answer. Other than that, when I come back,
7th of March.
7th of March. No.
Okay, that's not correct. Okay.
No. Listen, folks.
Hello?
Hold on the line.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. When was it?
The Tuesday, the 7th of March.
No. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's correct?
Yes, but don't respond to that
Okay.
person yet. Yes.
Okay.
Hello? Well, my people, you have to listen to me. I told you all the date. I produced the paper. This is Freedom March. My people must listen because I'm going to be testing you. This is called general knowledge. I'll be right back after the break. Freedom! Oh, freedom!
Do you have something to say to the senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monker, only on ILTV. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March, broadcasting live on ILTV studios here in Nassau, Bahamas. My name is Rodney Monker, and of course, I'm joined in studio with my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll. Bradley, welcome once again.
Thank you, Mr. Monker. Thank you.
I salute the thousands of people throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas who is joining us. And I also give a special salutation to the people of Inagua. I was able to meet a gentleman from Inagua who's here to attend a trade union dispute. And he advised me that the people of Inagua comes out to the Island Luck business to watch Freedom March. I thank you. I thank you. And I'm pleased to pronounce that Inagua is one of the people there. This is powerful. So, do I have any caller to finally answer this question? There's no more caller? Okay,
So where's the next question?
So we have a winner by text, right? And a winner on Facebook. March the 6th, Tuesday, March the 6th, was the date that the ad was placed in the Nassau Guardian. So that's the end of the question, and we will have to just put another question to the people there. All right? So people are on the line? Goodness me.
To answer, you have to put another question?
I have to put another question.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll have to put another question.
Okay.
This is powerful. This is the other question. On Sunday, I saw the Right Honorable Hubert Alexander Ingram. Who else did I identify was there with Mr. Ingram? Can you name the other citizen? Hello, welcome to Freedom March. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? The person does not hear me.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have an answer to your question.
Okay.
I is one of the women them.
You're one of the women there?
And my mother is one of the women them.
Oh, hallelujah.
And my mother is 86. And Miss Monica, I need you to find out something for me.
Okay, go ahead.
My mother was sick, and I carried her to the hospital, just wanted to do a scan, and they said the scan down in the room under construction, and we ain't get to do the scan. I need to find out when the scan coming up in the hospital.
There was no one to answer the question?
Not really.
Are you aware that at the Princess Margaret Hospital, they have what they call patient, what, my spiritual advisor? There's a cute word that the Negroes now use at the hospital. A patient, my word, defender. A patient advocate.
Oh?
Were you able to see the patient advocate?
No, but I could go back tomorrow and check.
I want you to do that. Go ask for the patient advocate. If that does not work yourself to the hospital administrator. And then you call me back tomorrow.
Okay.
And depending on what happened, I shall give out the Minister of Health secret health number.
Okay.
All right? But let's do it that way first.
That is powerful.
And how is your mom doing?
Well, holding on.
Okay. Well, take good care of her. Go back quickly and find out, because this is the people's time and healthcare is so important. And I know that Dr. Dwayne Sands, when it comes to the people, he loves the people them, okay?
Okay.
You take good care, my love, and keep me up to date.
Okay.
This is powerful. Anybody else on the phone? Hello?
Yes,
Hello, my dear.
yes, it was the High Commissioner to Canada, Honorable Alvin Smith.
You won. Goodness me. He was right there with Papa. And I said to Papa, I said, Papa, I find it interesting that Menace is taking care of all your men and has done nothing for me. So Papa said, who? And when I told him, Branson Roll and Alvin Smith, Papa bust out laugh. He said, I only got 2 money.
4, 6.
And I said, Papa, all you got is man. I'm the only one that Menace ain't doing nothing for. And Papa laughed. So you are correct. We're going to take your number, and you have won 2 supper sale ticket.
What's her name?
To St. No, she's going to tell the producer off air.
Okay.
To St. Joe, goodness me, St. Joseph's is my change.
That's St. James Anglican Parish.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Easter Fest.
And they
Thank
got
you
good
very much,
things.
Mr. Monica.
Don't leave yet. They got
Okay.
conch salad. They got conch fritter.
All
Pastries and gully wash. Okay?
Okay, sir.
And it's Easter Monday, April 2nd. It starts at 12 noon to 6 p.m. And it is in Adelaide Village. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Promise me you're going to go now.
Yes, I will.
This is powerful.
Yes.
Are you
one
one?
of the woman there?
Are you one of the women there?
Of course.
Listen, I'm going to need you to give me a call because this morning, bright and early, one of the women them give me a call.
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Ruby and Darling.
Okay.
When she finished with me, I was so inspired. And as she talked to me, I recognized that I need to get you and her together.
Okay.
Because it is time that I call the woman them out.
Okay.
You see?
All right, sir.
And we have to bring the woman them out so we can demonstrate
Yes.
that the woman them is with us. It's a powerful revolution.
Yes, it is.
It's woman power led by man. How that sound?
Very good, sir.
You take good care, my love.
You too, sir.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen, my Negro people. Isn't it wonderful? We love the Queen.
Oh boy,
We
interesting,
love-
eh? We love the Queen.
We love the Queen.
God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. This is
The
powerful.
Queen may have to learn to save herself.
You stop that, my spiritual advisor, before I miss and assault you.
Listen,
You see how all this violence taking place? How dare
here's the lot.
you be disrespectful
God save the Queen, eh?
to our blessed
That's
sovereign
interesting.
lady.
This is the last ticket.
Okay, my spiritual advisor, you may
And-
put a theological question.
Theological question.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see who's going to get this. All right. Now, let me repeat this question carefully. Let me say it first, and then I'll repeat it. Sorry. We are in the pagan season of Easter.
Goodness of mercy.
This word Easter is in which translation of the Bible, and where can I find it? We're in the pagan season of Easter. This word Easter is in which translation of the Bible, and where can I find it? Let's see who's going to be the first one to answer the question. Number here is 323-7775. You can text your answer 3577469. Or if you're in the family islands, you can call us here at toll free.
You told them how much ticket
300
you have much tickets?
0045. It's just one ticket left, okay?
All right. This is
One ticket left. 323-7775. The text line is 3577469. The toll-free number is 300-242-300-0045.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes?
Hi, Mr. Monka.
Hello, my dear.
How are you today?
Listen, I feel kind of good, you know.
Okay, that's very good.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Monka, I'm not calling about the trivia question.
Okay.
I'm calling about something else.
Go ahead, my. Go ahead.
I'm calling about social services.
Social services. What's going on there?
Okay, my aunt misplaced her debit card that they normally issue out.
Your aunt
December
misplaced
of
her
last
debit
year.
card. Yes.
And they have yet to replace it.
Really?
This is now March,
How long ago did she lose it?
December of last year.
And have you gone through the normal
Yes, I
protocol?
have, because I do everything for her. I had to constantly call them and call them and call them, and the card's still not issued, and she needs help.
Wow. Listen, try them one more time, and if that doesn't work, then I'm going to give you a secret, what I normally do. When I try and it doesn't work, I get up very early and I wait for the political directorate, meaning the minister. And as you see the minister, you say to the minister, Minister, please forgive me for disturbing you, but I have a national emergency. And you begin to tell her the story right away, and you petition her to solve it. And call me back and let me know what happens. Okay?
Okay, I will do that.
You
sir.
do well. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
Can I get my glasses?
Yes, my spiritual advisor. Which one of these is yours?
This one here.
Yeah. The bigger one
I
is yours?
think.
Hello?
Let me see.
Hello. Well, hello.
Yes, is it in Acts 12, chapter 1, verse 4?
Acts 12, chapter 1, verse 4.
No, you know what? I already got. I'm sorry about that, man. Forgive me, but somebody already texted me the answer. Your answer is technically. You say Acts 12, chapter 1, verse 4. You give me two chapters. You see that, right? You say Acts 12, chapter 1, verse 4. But somebody already texted me and gave me the answer, okay? So I have the answer for that question. I'm sorry, ma'am. Forgive me. Okay?
Okay. Well,
but it is in Acts chapter 12 and the verses number 4. It's mistakenly placed in the King James Version of the Bible.
Okay.
And I have,
yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else on the phone? Okay. Fine text, my spiritual advisor, because it looks like the time is running out on us.
Of text, yeah.
There's some other issues I want to deal with. I have to deal with it tomorrow. Agriculture is very, very important. I noticed in the papers this morning that the minister responsible for agriculture, the Honorable Renwick Bell, has a lot to say about agriculture. And I wonder, does Renwick Bell understand the philosophy behind agriculture? Because in 1978 or thereabout, the late Sir Lyndon Oscar Pindling promised the nation that we will be self-sufficient in agriculture by 1980. And then, of course, the PLP, in its last administration, attempted to see whether or not it could make the Bahamas self-sufficient in agricultural production. Agriculture is the key to solving a lot of the unemployment in the Bahamas. But agriculture will only work if a prime minister becomes the minister of agriculture. A prime minister responsible for agriculture as his portfolio will ensure that the necessary funding, expertise, training is done. But whenever that portfolio is assigned to someone other than a prime minister, it is doomed for failure. And I'd like to see agriculture work in the Bahamas, because if grass, and I don't mean marijuana, I mean the normal grass, and other plants are able to grow in your environment, it means that food can grow. Cassava, yam, edos, corn, guinea corn. You see? Rice. We can grow rice here in the Bahamas. But you need a minister who has an agricultural philosophy. You see, I'm the grandson of farmers, and I know. And agriculture has not worked in the Bahamas in the last 40 years. We need an agricultural revolution, and we need to encourage every citizen to do backyard farming. You remember? In the late 60s and the 70s and 80s, Mama Dem plant all kind of banana sucker and cane sucker and other crops in the yard. And when harvest come, we had homegrown produce that we could take to church. Now you pass many neighborhoods and there's no agriculture taking place. We need to return to a period in our history when we did backyard farming. And we need to return our islands to a period in our history when Elutra was able to mass produce pineapples to the extent that we were able to export it. And we have to return to Exuma, where Exuma becomes the onion capital. And this calls for having a political philosophy, and it's agriculture. And I declare that all the women them must start planting little hills of peas and bean and cassava and yam in the back of the yard. Banana. Backyard farming. Okay? How does it sound, my spiritual advisor?
Excellent. Beautiful idea. You still want me to?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
You still want me to read some of these
Yes,
texts?
read some text, my spiritual advisor.
Oh, man. I don't know why.
You have plenty text?
Why did you switch glasses? Anyhow.
I didn't switch. Take. All I
No,
have
that's
is
all right.
reading glass. The woman them.
Good afternoon,
So all the women them buy for me? All
Good
kind.
afternoon, Mr. Monka.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you can send a shout out to my grandmother, Virgie Burrows from Long Island.
YG Burrows from Long
But
Island.
now she's living in Freeport. She's one of the women and she loves Rodney and Freedom March. She watches you every day.
YG Burrows.
You get the name? Yeah.
You are now in
Virgie
Freeport.
Burrows. Yeah.
You must be a wonderful woman, because the people of Freeport are some of the greatest citizens. You're among good people, and I salute you.
Mr. Monka, could you please help us out? The reserves has not been paid since December 2017.
Goodness almighty. Marvin, what's going on? Not only that, I had a Negro man who appeared before me this morning. He works for Parks, and he has told me that they have not been paid. What is the man who in charge of the Parks?
That's Shannon Cartwright.
Shannon Cartwright. If you're going to call me tonight, I want you to stop calling me when I'm sleeping, because I don't remember what you say. Stop waking me up. The last set of people wake me up was the Americans. And they talk all kind of things to me, and then I went back to sleep. So if you're going to call me before I drop sleep. Because the last time you called me, I don't remember nothing you say. Okay? But the people need to be paid. Marvin, let me warn you. Your brother Dennis is the politician in the family. You hear me? Dennis is the politician. And I say to you, Marvin, you either pay the people or I'm going to organize and march on you. And then your daddy's going to be upset with me. He's going to stop talking to me. And then guess what he's going to say? I don't like you. And Marvin, I want you to know that I love you. Okay? All right.
Ms. Mark, I want to send a happy belated birthday to Krishna Roll.
Krishna Roll?
And Roxanne Lucha, coming from her two kids.
Wow.
Coming from her two kids, Alvaro Jr. and Gabrielle. Her grandmother, mother, and sister. She is one of the women. All the women are part of this movement.
Listen,
what's going on here?
I have a revolution taking place. I'm the
Everybody.
leader of the woman there.
Everybody's-
Woman has been neglected in this country from 1962, after they got the right to vote. I'm about to liberate every woman. You hear me? It's going to be woman power. Submission to the man. It's powerful.
Make sure you're responsible for this movement, okay?
What you mean responsible? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, because sometimes men can't handle women movement.
How you mean?
All right, Mr. Monica, please send a happy anniversary to John and Jerome Hanna.
John and Jerome
Hanna.
Hanna, you all are good people.
Whoever
We salute you.
they may
They're
be.
good people. Don't worry about who they are. They're good citizens. I know good people when I hear the name.
Let's see something. I would like to give
Yes.
a shout out to my Grammy, Dolores. She's watching you right now.
Dolores, my
She's
darling.
one of the women them.
I send
And
you.
I am one of the children them.
This is powerful.
Wow.
I love Grammys. I'm a grandpa, and I love
You
Grammys.
got women and children involved in this?
Yeah. It's the family them. Go ahead.
Mr. Monica, apparently it seems as if some people are falling through the cracks at road traffic.
Really?
Since the Auditor General's report was tabled in Parliament, nothing has done, and they know who those people are.
Okay.
What is he talking about?
Well, don't forget, there's all sorts of controversy taking place at
the
road traffic. I want them to repent and stop doing things that are contrary to the law.
Good day, Mr. Monica. I am one of the women them.
This is
Again,
about
I am so disturbed about what is going on in this country. If you watch the documentary on YouTube, The End of Poverty, this will show us exactly what's going on in the country and how other countries are thinking about us as a nation. And also, Claire up just why Oban want this deal to go through at any cost.
Wow. Wow. Well, Minister promised us that he's going to give us an explanation. Nikki Kelly, the Conkey Joe woman, she has a wonderful article in the Punch today. I'm going to read it tomorrow. I only wish I knew Nikki's email address so I could have asked her to email it to me. Nikki puts a case to show that Menace and the Free National Movement cannot be trusted. A wonderful case she put today. But if it's God's will tomorrow, I shall be reading it so that you, the people, remember what I told you about Nikki? I told you I was always suspicious that Nikki was a safe woman. And I'm convinced that before it is over, I'll be able to clear Nikki Kelly as one of the women them. Because I don't have too many Conkey Joe women openly support me. Only one. One I met, and she declared that she was one of the women them. And among all the Conkey Joe, I openly prayed. I said, Lord, I thank you that this wonderful Conkey Joe woman is one of the women them. It's powerful.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. I'm the young lady who sang at your birthday.
Really?
I promised my cousin in Freeport, Mr. Tyrone T., that you would do him a shout out.
Yep.
And I gave him your cell number.
This is powerful.
Mr.
Tyrone T., your cousin is truly one of the women them. She sang for me. And listen to me. I've never felt so great and so moved. So I shout out to you and keep having good family like her.
Good day, Mr. Monica. I'm just wondering, why is it that apparently it seems as if Mr. Fred Mitchell and Mr. Fred Smith can't get along? What is going on? Second, Mr. Monica, during your visit with the Honorable Hubert Ingram, did he discuss Chester Cooper becoming the leader of the PLP? Because apparently it seems as if Mr. Davis can't hack it. If we go into election with Brave, we will lose for sure.
Papa and I did not discuss anything to do with the PLP. Papa said some things to me, and I have not made up my mind yet how I shall reveal it to the nation. Papa's given me some good advice. Papa wants that when I get certain critical information, I must be able to check and recheck, because Papa has pointed out that credibility is what he needs me to maintain. And Papa's a good man. All right?
Mr. Monica, the Conkey Joe folks in Long Island are casting lots instead of putting dues in church.
Okay.
We must condemn those houses on the islands for people turning away from the church. I think I read something in the papers conflicting.
That article in the Punch.
We can look at that.
Hold on a second. I know where it originated from. I happened to be at a high-level meeting when all this talk came up, you know. And then I saw it in the Punch. And I said, who at that high-level meeting is toting news to the Punch? They'll stop it, eh? Because the Long Island people do throw church collection. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Monica, do you know that the best beaches in Grand Bahama are found in the caves? For example, Rock Beach.
Do you know that at Arawaki, at Junkanoo Beach, somebody is building a structure? Look like they're building shop? I had a chance. But I've asked Brother David Bennett Johnson to go there and to investigate and tell me who the heck is building them shop on the beach. Who doing that? All right? David, I expect to have my report by 10 a.m. in the morning. Who's this? Because the public beach must be for the public.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Mr. Monica.
Yes?
Jeff Lloyd did not fire anyone. They fired themselves.
Oh,
He
you stop
instructed
it.
them to attend seminar. They refused to. They show up late for work. They want to leave early.
Stop it.
What job in the world can you do? It's
Stop
sad to
it.
see people lose their jobs.
Stop it. I want Jeff to reconsider. All right? Because
But
the woman
did you understand the point in this text?
I'm
though?
not
'Cause
listening to that's propaganda.
I'm hearing some things,
That's propaganda.
about
I say FNM, you know.
showing up late for work, leaving
You mean to
early.
tell me 200 people shows up late?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm hearing some things
Jeff
about
set
that.
the bad
I
example.
think you need to be constructive about that.
My spiritual
thing,
advisor,
Mr. Moncur.
Jeff ain't
you
safe.
need to look at that a bit more
I'm looking at
closely.
it. Jeff is not safe.
I'd like to shout out my Grammy, Dolores Davis. She's one of the women them, and I'm one of the children them. From a grandson, Anton Davis.
Dolores Davis, I know you are one of the woman them. I'm going to so need you to march. I'm going to so need you to come out so we can demonstrate to the country that the woman them are on the right track. This is powerful.
Mr. Moncur, do you know if the glass window bridge is open as yet?
I'm not aware of what is going on, but I'm on my way to Harbor Island. And when I get to Harbor Island, I want to meet with the people there. I'm coming down, if it's God's will, for the holidays. And I need to meet with the people there. In fact, I'll be so honored if you all would meet me at the mail boat.
Yeah, that's it for the night.
To the people of Harbor Island, I shall be coming there on the mail boat. Can you meet me? Because I'm in love with Harbor Island. Take it care, and tomorrow we got more interesting issues to deal. The spiritual advisor and I say
good night. Until
good night,
tomorrow.
everybody.
God's willing.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Moncur, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of ILS, the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without the express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2017. All rights are reserved.